Hey, I went short on EU. I was trying to say it, but I was fucking muted. If I was y'all, I would wait till price gets back up a little bit. But I do like this short though. We got a deep retracement last night. I don't really like how that retrace so deep, but let's see what happens. The highest up close candle of the previous day, called a rejection block. So we got positive news for the dollar. So let's hope that positive news causes the price to go up so we can get this short on EU. I just placed another short on EU as it took out this high right here. I'm hoping for a New York session reversal on the DXY because that's exactly what it'll be given the price action during Asian and London. This is indicating a down close day on the DXY, which is the opposite of what I want to see. All right, so if you're just getting on, I'm short on EU and GU based on the assumption that the DXY is going to trade higher. So here's my POI on the DXY. The initial entries was pretty much based on this one, but as you can see, that one got ran through. But I'm pretty sure the bodies of the candles are going to still respect this fair value gap. But technically we traded back down and played off of this one. And if you see right here on EU, we got that kind of like inducement pattern going on right here. All right, we got our initial setup right here, which is one that I missed. New York Open Killzone, right? Right there. That's your New York Open Killzone trade. Wasn't able to get my hands on that motherfucker. But after that, it's just flowing. So after that, we got that displacement to the downside here, leaving a fair value gap here. And as you can see, we got that entry drill, kinda, and then another displacement, and then that inducement price trade up, taking out the high right there. So I went short here. I also went short down here as price was trading back up in this level. So for drawdown, got faith in the setup, so I popped another sell on there. So I also went short on GU, and I'm trying to get down here below Asian's low. That would be my trade of the day right there. Although I do feel like the weekly expansion should start today. So I would close the majority of my position at Asian low, and then I would try to hope for a runner. All right, same thing for EU. We got relative equal lows down here, Asian sessions low, and then we got previous days low, which of course is liquidity pool. We got this previous low here, this previous low here. Price is running 33 pips. All right, so closed parcels on GU, if you took it, probably about 25%. Well, I closed 20% of the trade on GU. I'm going to close 20-30% of EU right here as it takes out this low. Y'all pay yourself, man. If y'all got any trades, pay yourself. That was a solid game right there. I don't care how you look at it. 30 pips on both ends. I say it makes the start of a good day. Yeah, that GU was sweet. You notice the stop loss placement though, like slightly above the 50% of the order block. That's how I killed them, bro. It didn't really make the risk to reward that much of a difference. You know, most people would probably put it up here, but that's a 20 pip stop loss compared to like a 10. Yeah, I think that's a solid re-entry, man. I don't see why it wouldn't work. We got this 1 minute dealing range right here. The low of that fair value gap coincides with, yeah, I've traded live through TradingView before. I didn't like it because the leverage is ass. The leverage on all these brokers are ass, bro. They're like an average 50 to 1. You might can get a couple of them to do 100 to 1. I'm not really sure on all of them, to be honest, but I know the leverage is ass. And I use high leverage. If I'm growing a small account, I use 500 to 1. But like on my main personal account, I'm not using 500 to 1. I went back up to 300, but that's still a fairly high leverage compared to the average trader. But leverage is the key. What's the point in having a overseas unregulated broker if you ain't gonna take advantage of the leverage that they give you? That's why I like FX. They're dependable. The withdrawals are ASAP. They got a nice affiliate group. It's just solid, man. The spreads ain't that bad. I've had better spreads before. FX ain't got the best spreads, but they're not bad though. They don't have raw spreads, but they're not bad. I just closed partials on EU as it was taking out that low right there. And I'm doing that just to, suffer any blowback. Like I would hate to turn this solid, good 30 pip scalp into a loser. I want to go ahead and pay myself as this low is taken out, just because I know that after a low is ran, we tend to get a pullback, right? So from the initial New York Open Killzone, we got this entry right here where this yellow circle is at. So if you would have pulled the trigger right here, as soon as this swing low is taken, we pull back. As soon as this swing low is taken, we pull back. It's just how the markets move. And sometimes it can be unpredictable. So this low just got taken. So I'm closing partials and we can expect a pullback. And for those of you who missed the entry on EU and GU, this would be logic, right? There's the 5-minute point of view. But I would probably be paying attention to the 1 minute to see if price can't get back up anywhere from this fair value gap up to this one. And I know that's a big ass gap, right? That's 15 pips, but that's just the reality of it. It could react from this one, or it could come all the way up to here. So in order to mitigate that, here's a 3 minute. That's a solid fair value gap on the 3 minute. We got a new hourly candle about to open. That means a new 5-minute candle is going to open. So when this one closes, it'll probably leave a fair value gap. That would be a fair value gap there. Here would be one on EU. So essentially, you would want to see if price can dig back up into one of these. Be aware that it is another one here on GU. All right, there we go. We're digging up into it right now. So jump down on the 1 minute time frame to see what it's doing, how it's reacting. We might get a more solid pullback. In order to secure your position in a situation like this, is to place a smaller trade as price is trading up into this one. Like, just say your normal trade is one lot, you would put 0.25 or 0.50 as price pops into this one, and be prepared to put the rest of it on if it trades up this high. That's just how we do it. If y'all need a reliable broker, then go to my Discord channel, go to the announcements, join this broker through my affiliate link. You got 1 to 500 leverage. This is decent. You could trade a list full of assets. I mean, crypto, stocks, commodities, indices. You could trade all that shit. And that's what I love about these type of brokers. Like, a lot of people would tell you don't fuck with these type of brokers, blah, blah, but I'm here to tell you that they're legit. Just because they're not regulated in the US doesn't mean they're not legit. Options for how to take money out and in with your broker. What do you mean? All you got to do is, like, you go to your broker's website and you get on the dashboard, and it will literally walk you through it from there. You got words that says withdrawal, deposit, transfer from MetaTrader to wallet, from wallet to MetaTrader. You got all that. So we got this beautiful, beautiful entry drill right here on GU. It looks like EU is playing the same way. Institutional order flow entry drill. This is what I'm talking about by secure your position. Like, yeah, you would probably want to see it trade up into the higher one, right? But it's not always going to play out like that. So it's like EU got a little bit further ways to travel down compared to GU. but I don't think we'll have a problem getting down there. Probably gonna give us a inducement to where price trades up, takes out this high, maybe completely fill it in. Just look on the 1 minute. Yeah, that's a possibility. Price trades up, runs out this buy side liquidity. All right, so EU just traded on, took out that high. I mean, I really don't want to see it get any more higher than the high of this fair value gap right there. That would probably be a solid re-entry for anybody who didn't get in it. But like I said earlier, be aware of these two fair value gaps as well. But what I believe is this high will hold true. So I think this high is a solid swing high on the lower time frame. Same for GU. So I wouldn't want to see this high get touched again, just like I wouldn't want to see this high get touched again. Now we do have this fair value gap right here. All right. So to have your stop loss above this fair value gap would be ideal because it is, possibility. Just always want to manage the trade properly, you know, highlight the areas that you believe price is going to react from. Like, I don't want to see price get back above this high right here. But if it does, on the 1 minute time frame, we have kind of like a small balanced price range here. We have another little fair value gap here. Those are just areas in this dealing range that price could get back up into, including this fair value gap. You see it hit it once, traded it down, came up, hit it again, inducement, taking out this high. That's what makes me think this high will hold true. I'm gonna put this fair value, I'm gonna mark this fair value gap back up because we ain't out of the water yet as far as price digging back up into there. You see DXY just respecting this bullish structure. So I would really anticipate on it to do the same thing here. This is what I like to see, y'all. Like, ever since 5 o'clock, we made this significant low and price has just been stepping up, respecting this bullish structure. New York open reversal from what London session gave us. It's not the most highest probability trade because I really love London continuations. Like, I like to see London do what it does, how it expanded lower. And I like to see New York session do the same thing. But that's really not what I was seeing right here. I was seeing like a New York open reversal, which are more riskier trades. They're kind of more scarier to get into because, like I said earlier, this is the characteristics of a down close day, period. But being that we had positive news today and yesterday on the US dollar, I just don't see where. All right, we got red for the news event coming up in 2 minutes on GBP, y'all. So I just realized that. So like I said, we took parcels already on these two trades. If they don't go as planned, we got very small stop losses up there. You should not lose money on this. Always remember, don't turn a good trade into a bad one. Have confidence in your setup, but at the same time, always try to look at it as if it could go against you. GBP news is about to hit, man. Monetary policy report hearings. Then we got orange folder news at 10. G20 meetings. That's for all currencies. I don't know what the hell that means. Maybe all of them are gonna have a Zoom call and talk about how they're about to fuck everybody in the Forex market. There's not anywhere I can see myself buying from down here. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't see a buy on any of these time frames. I see accumulation, a huge manipulation, displacement down, and a retest. So from this high to this low, retested up to the 62% retracement level. And then at New York Open, we displaced again. See this hourly chart right here? That's a strong willingness to trade lower. So I got confidence. I was really hoping it wasn't gonna pull back that far, y'all, but what can you do? You know? That's why I said take partial, bro. Because if you enter this trade where I told you to, how do you feel right now? Like if you did not close partials down here in this area, how do you feel right now? You know what I mean? Like the amount of profit that you had 26 minutes ago decreased significantly. It's just a very choppy day. We got some nice expansions through London, and now we're hoping to see a complete reversal for New York. I don't know, but I know I'm gonna close parcels again. We can get down below here. That was a nice reaction from that fair value gap, though. I really like to see that. There's our current dealing range on the 5-minute, 62% retracement. Nailed it inside the fair value gap. Here on this 1 minute, you got this little small balance price range right here. Traded up, nailed it. Yeah, it looks good. Hopefully we can just continue to the downside. This is why I like to see those strong pushes down. This is the type of trades you want to be a part of. Is them strong pushes down and those weak ass pushes up. A willingness to go lower. I would have really loved to see a close up above that high. Price did get up above that high, but it didn't close. You know what I mean? Got that accumulation, manipulation. Typically, I want to see a solid shift in market structure and then a pullback. Unfortunately, it ain't giving us that. Like this whole week, y'all could be a consolidation week. You know what I mean? Like we've been inside of this range from this low to this high. And if price don't have no significant expansion today, and it basically does the same thing, like since Asian session here, we've been moving sideways. We got a small push up there in London, but essentially we've been moving sideways. We've been stuck inside this range since like New York session yesterday. I want to see a significant expansion today. And if it goes against me, oh well. I just want to see a significant expansion. If we get that significant expansion to the upside, then we'll just capitalize on it. I closed my sale from yesterday's trade review. I didn't hold it. Someone told me to close that GJ buy right in New York Open when I seen that. My goal was to get up above this high and try to fill in this fair value gap, and it looks good. That's a solid trade. I held that trade for quite a while too. So that's essentially what it looks like. 185 pips. If we could get GJ to pull back, I'll sell it. That's a nice displacement to the downside. We took out this low. We taking out this low right now. So yeah, I definitely sell that. Should have been paying attention to that. But that wasn't an easy expansion to get into. You know what I'm saying? That's like we opened up in New York, we ran up, took out the highs, and then shifting market structure displacement to the downside. So all the rules are checking off right now. We just need a pullback. Come on, baby. Let's go. Stop playing with me, son. I don't want to see no reaction from here at all. Price isn't close to target. Price is close to where we're going to close partials at. So if you switch to the you switch to the higher time frame, you can see that we got targets down here. We are targeting Asian's low, previous day's low, and these relative equal lows right here. And essentially, I want to get down here. You want to get back in it, I would definitely pay attention to, well, that 5-minute fair value gap I just marked up would have been a good area. So if I was you, I would be patient and let's wait until this swing low is ran out and then a retest, right? Because like I was talking about earlier, after each swing low is ran on the lower time frame, you tend to get a retracement. Like I'll start from here or there or there or there. You see? Let's get it, baby. Come to daddy. Come on. All right, I'm closing parcels, yo. Yes, what the fuck I'm talking about. So what I did is this bottom position right here, I went ahead and completely closed it out. The next position that I will completely close is this one right here. I closed partials on all of them and this one too. So I'm just showing y'all how I phase out of positions when I have stacked positions like this. So the most important position on this Euro USD trade is obviously the very top one. This is the one that I have the most lots on. This is the one that I want to see. If I catch a runner and hold this trade for a long period of time, this is going to be the one that I hold. These two positions I will phase out of and eventually completely close. You see? All right, so I really like that. That was nice. Re-entry possibly on GU right there. Re-entry possibly on EU right here. Or you can wait and like if you don't feel comfortable getting in on this 1 minute, wait on a 5 minute. Wait on a 5 minute retest because I mean, I don't know. Like this looks like a solid re-entry just for a scalp. Like you got to be careful when you're doing shit like this because like I said, you keep an eye on this 5 minute chart, you're going to eventually get a 5 minute retracement such as this or this. You're going to get a retracement that lasts anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes. But when you're in the middle of an expansion, y'all have seen me do it multiple times where I would get on the 1 minute chart and get in on a pullback such as this one. Y'all might not see it now, but getting on here every day, watching me do this shit, this is instilling what you really need to know about these markets and how you really need to trade them. Catching these small price swings during New York session, this is how millionaires are made. I'm not a millionaire yet, but I'm telling y'all, man, this is how millionaires are made. You have to fucking find small price swings. You have to learn how to leverage your money properly. Like, do y'all see what I mean when I say you're gonna find setups in these markets to where you just know? Why would you only want to risk 1 or 2% on a trade that you have full fucking confidence in? That's what I meant yesterday. Like, fuck the industry standard. Like, we like I didn't get this far from doing what everybody else does. You get what I'm saying? Anyway, let's see. The news didn't do anything, did it? No, ma'am, it didn't. I be forgetting to take screenshots of these trades, but I know I need them, boy. In the industry we in, motherfuckers just do not think that you can get in here on a daily basis and catch hella moves like we be doing. But we definitely gets it done. Let me check these higher time frames, man. See what's going on, see what it looks like. I don't know, man. Just be sure y'all close parcels. Y'all know we stupid bullish. We stupid bullish on these pairs. So basically we're just getting in on a little pullback. You feel me? Like this was Tuesday. I want to see this be the high of the weekend. I want to trade lower. You know what I'm saying? We got some nice targets down here on the downside. We got buy side imbalances here and down here. You know, but let's not get ahead of ourselves and think that we could just hold these positions for days, because if this is truly going to be like a higher time frame retest, right, and price get down here, we could trade sideways, go into accumulation, manipulation, and distribution before we go to expand, right? Now we are looking at the market from weekly perspective, right? We want to see the power of 3 play out on that weekly candle. So we opened, we traded up, we made like a significant high, then we jammed down, and now we're just right back up in here. So this is what that weekly candle looks like right now. If it's going to be a down close week, then it's going to have to get back below the opening price right here. There's market open. Y'all just hear me out. This is how you keep up with your bias throughout the week, right? Because just because we caught a little price swing during New York Open doesn't mean, you know, like we did good, but it doesn't mean anything yet. We ain't out of the woods, right? We need to think about this and let's be logical here because it looks like price is working its way up more than it's working its way down. If this was truly going to be our high of the week and this was that shift in market structure, I truly don't believe we would have pulled back so far. You get what I'm saying? That was literally the first fucking thing I said when I got on. It was like, I don't like how we pulled back so far, you know? And now granted, this is a rejection block. You get on the higher time frame, the highest up close candle of the previous day, that's a rejection block. ICT talks about it, right? You get on the 4 hour, the 1 hour, you can clearly see rejection. And now we're just respecting this bearish structure. It was a good little run. I just don't know if we are. Let me get back on 15 minutes. So keep this out. All right, so price traded up, retested equilibrium. After that, after it hit equilibrium, displacement, pulled back 79%, 80% retracement. And then from this swing low to this swing high, look what we got. So this is why I say let's close partials. You got to look at price like this. We got this expansion up and then a pullback down into that kill zone. Although I do not want to see this bullish structure respected, you have to keep it in mind. Come on now. That's petty, bro. It's gonna get down there. That's the next draw on liquidity. It's gonna get down there. Unless it's just building up more liquidity. That it could be doing that. But get like another low, another relative equal low. This adds to that support sentiment. You know, a lot of people are buying it right here and now. And price could possibly pull back a deep retracement, 15-minute, 5-minute retracement from this swing high to this swing low. It could very well get back up into here, tap that fair value gap again, and then come down and take out them lows. I'm not sure. All right, man, I keep y'all updated. I'm gonna go ahead and end this, y'all.